How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. This is part 20 of the playthrough. Last time we finished up in the Winter Palace. There was that assassination plot against Empress Celine, and we had to figure out what was going on there, who was going to make the attempt, the assassination in that, and we ended up allowing the assassination to go through, essentially, but spinning it to our advantage. We had Celine assassinated, and then we took out the assassin, and we had Gaspard assume the throne, essentially. However, we allowed Briala to essentially control Gaspard and have them be our allies. So we gained a very important ally in the war against Corypheus, and now we're back at Skyhold. And we did get back here. We had someone from the Chantry mention that they still have not picked the next divine after Justinia passed in the Conclave at the beginning of the game. And apparently, Cassandra and Liliana, who were both the right and left hand of the divine, are potential candidates to be the next divine. And if that were to happen, one of them would be leaving the Inquisition, essentially. Not sure what's going on there, and if that issue is going to be coming up again, but I don't like the sound of that. However, what I want to do now is I don't want to continue the main story just yet. We just went through a couple of big story missions, but I kind of want to take a step back and do a little more side stuff, maybe focus on companion quests a little more. I know we're almost done Black Walls and Dorians as well, we're very close to, but I'm going to take a little lap around Skyhold and talk to some people.
Controlled space. Oh.
I know that I gotta talk to Krem.
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
How can we use you?
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Talking about the chargers.
Can we talk about the Bull's chargers?
Best company you'll find from here to the Anderfells. In my time with the Chief, we've gone up against everything from bandits to magic trees. We're expensive, but you'll never doubt we're worth it. Want to know anything in particular?
What are your abilities?
Do the chargers specialize in anything from a tactical standpoint?
Bull doesn't want us large enough to work as an army. We're better as shock troops or skirmishers. We've got archers for hitting enemy infantry, Dalish with more archery, and Skinner and her people on the flanks. Rocky handles fortifications and traps, and Stitches keeps us all fighting. They mostly hold back. I'll lead the frontline fighters with Grim, and the Chief goes wherever he can hit something.
You said something about everything from bandits to magic trees. I'll admit to some curiosity.
Right. Sylvans. That's what Dalish called them. Apparently spirits can possess trees, too. Some noble in the Dales, and they really don't like it when you call them Dalish nobles, had a haunted forest. His family had abandoned the land, but he wanted it back. The Chief bought us all axes, and in we went. Between the axes and the torches, the Sylvans weren't too bad. The worst part was the squirrels.
Are there rules for how mercenaries operate?
If you don't want some noble to treat you like bandits, yes. There's also a code of conduct most companies hold to. Keeps things civilized on the battlefield. We accept surrenders for ransom from mercenaries, nobles, and soldiers wearing a lord's colors. Our prisoners are treated well, injuries tended. We'd want the same for any of ours who got captured.
We'll talk later.
Hidden Ruins operation available.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Corypheus had agents sowing dissent and muddying the waters.
That's just it. Orlais is so vulnerable. If you killed everyone in the Triumvirate, the Qun would survive unchanged. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else. You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Oh, that's interesting.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has
Creme de la
someone new to hit with
creme.
that joke.
That wasn't too bad.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Cune.
They ever wear shirts under the Cune, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Why pass as a man?
You don't have to pass for a man to be a mercenary.
I'm not passing as anything.
In Kunadar, creme would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the chargers, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Oh, man. How'd you get here, Skinner?
So, how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
You a healer, Stitches?
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Where are you from, Rocky?
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Why leave your clan, Dalish?
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
Grim, what's your story?
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain. Something like that.
This is quite a group.
You really take in anyone, don't you?
Anyone who can carry their weight in a fight.
And who can put up with your bullshit, chief?
No man can beat the Chargers, cause we'll hit you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield, we'll gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
That was cool. I like that.
Good to see you, boss.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
She looked through. I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
A bit cleaner.
One for the Empress. For Gaspar. Briada. the Duchess, and Caritas, right in the dangle bag.
Remind me not to get you mad.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A skinny elven puppet arse at that. Wonder how long before she forgets her poor elves. Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
Earwigs. That'd stop a ball.
I don't know. You want to stop a party, I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That, and Briala being an idiot, the whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
But Briala's in charge now.
You don't think much of her, but Briala came out ahead.
Right, because that was all the plan and not dumb luck. Dumb luck named you. Watch out, yeah. The hole in the sky didn't start their war. Stupid people did that. Still going to be plenty of those after Corypheons is dead.
That's true.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
I'm listening.
All right, let's see what you got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up, so I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Who told you about this?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger ears, I guess. Shut up.
Who would I be working for?
Who is asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them, it's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What's in it for me?
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
I'll have people take a look.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, wait, there's you too.
No. But you like demons.
Hold on here.
I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
That's right.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
What if binding changes you?
Isn't it extreme for Solus to bind you? What if that takes away the part of you that makes you, you?
Helping makes me who I am. I help the hurting. That is what I do. All I do. Am. Me. And if binding you erases your mind? Your consciousness? You wouldn't make me hurt innocent people. I don't want to hurt innocent people again.
We'll protect you.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
Get a condition here. Oh, very good. Here.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
That's why we fight him.
And that's why he has to die.
You'll get no argument from me. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
They didn't have your resolve.
They should have had your resolve, Blackwall. You've never faltered. You never will.
Before the Inquisition, before you, I had the Wardens. The vow I made to them. Before that vow, I had nothing. Was nothing. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Finally, a place for... the horses! I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
No, the Ferelden horses. Blackwall's got a quest.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
What's going on here? You good, man? What's wrong?
You seem troubled. What's on your mind?
It's nothing.
You know I'm here for you.
I was thinking about when we went to the ruin. When we found the badge. Everything seemed clear then. Like I could do anything with you at my side. Anything. That's a hard word, you know. Means a lot.
Let's celebrate with our friends.
We've good company and each other. Anything is just the beginning.
Not for me. I want you to know, if there is any good in my life, it came from you. You've been an inspiration. And so much more. I want to be the man you think I am.
What the hell? Where'd he go?
From havens far come we, the
What?
able true, to Skyhold now, a fortress strong and free. We rally with our hero born anew. Inquisitor.
What was that? Where'd he go? Vivian, Cole. Go in here, and I'm actually curious as to
Hello, Inquisitor.
Climax.
Honor and help.
where
Whatever.
I've been here before. I don't think I've been over here. Curious as to where Morrigan is. Hello.
You're the Inquisitor.
Wait a minute.
You're very short. Mother didn't say you were a dwarf.
And just who is your mother?
Mother is the inheritor. She who awaits the next age.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see
child.
what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man.
Holy.
My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
He's your son?
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad, perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Where is his father?
Will his father be joining us as well?
I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
I think we all know who the daddy is. You must be proud.
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise. No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without my adding to his burden. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
You know about Skyhold?
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tara Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
We were lucky to find it.
We were lucky to have found it when we did.
Fate is often mistaken for luck, as Mother is fond of saying. The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do.
I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
Oh man, I can't believe we actually like see the kid that, you know, from Origins. That's crazy.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe. One thing which makes me curious, did you encounter the hero of Ferelden at Adamant Fortress?
You knew her.
Was the hero of Ferelden a friend of yours?
We traveled together during the time she fought the Blight. I helped her, and she helped me. Indeed, without her, my son would never have been born. Regardless, did you see her?
Sorry.
I wish I had more to tell you, but no. I don't think so.
She's not the sort of woman to fade into the background. If she was there, you would have known. When the champion of Kirkwall mentioned a Grey Warden ally, I assumed it would be she. It was, after all, just the sort of thing in which she would involve herself. But that rather begs the question, if the hero of Ferelden was not at Adamant, where is she? My suggestion? Track her down. She could be a great aid against Corypheus, or a terrible foe to the Inquisition.
What? Tell me more about you.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah, yes. Whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
You're an apostate.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
You were in the Fifth Blight.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight?
The Blight began in the Kukari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. I wish things had gone differently in the end. It had to be, yet. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
Why the Orlesian Court?
The Orlesian Court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally.
Yeah.
I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. The moment Celine perished, my time in court was done. I do not miss it overmuch.
Tell me about Kieran.
Tell me more about your son.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew, I never thought of myself as a mother inquisitor. I had no good example to follow. I find myself becoming something I can barely recognize.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Contact Hero Ferelden operation available. Excuse me? Oh, this is the garden. Okay, I am very curious about this contacting the Bureau of Ferelden operation. We got to judge a prisoner here, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to make our way to the War 2.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
I have to judge her remains?
This is supposed to make sense? I'm judging a box?
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to.
The fuck?
Forgive me, there is an odor.
Mosquitoes buzzing around. Oh no. Oh, community service.
I call for rehabilitation. The skull shall do public theater about the evils of evil. I also judge the box. End table for orphans.
That's quite enough, Inquisitor. Point taken.
Oh my god. There's an operation for it? Oh no.
Time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
Ambassador Briala has not forgotten her debt. You may count on aid from Orlais.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Will be easier targets.
That's what we want. Demoralized soldiers fall first. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Be hard to miss.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us. Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
Please continue.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
His best, if I show you. This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
You brought this here.
Corypheus wants this, and you brought it into my castle?
If the Darkspawn could breach these walls, would he not have already come for you? I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, He could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Okay. This is interesting.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Oh, damn, look at them all.
I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Are we in danger?
Is this place dangerous? It feels...
unnatural, yes. We are, however, in no immediate peril. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Now, the Illuvian, is that... correct me if I'm wrong here, but is this not... obviously there's more than one, right? Illuvian is the mirror. I think I'm right in saying that. So there's more than one, obviously. But is that not what Meryl was repairing in Dragon Age 2? If it is, that's very interesting. How did you find it?
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
What does that mean?
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a safe place to raise my son. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Is this how she... because I remember at the end of Origins, people, you know, they couldn't find her and stuff. Just like, heard... had sightings of a woman with a child and stuff. And this is how she kept out of sight from people. Open from this side?
What do you mean a few can be open from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
You have the key?
I suppose you have such a key?
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants this.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, do you have more to say with your son?
I imagine your forces will be heading into the Arbor Wilds very soon, Inquisitor. Trust me when I say that wherever the Alluvian is hidden, it is worth any effort to prevent Corypheus from acquiring it.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Alright. Let's head to the war table. So, it sounds like, to me, this mission, it sounds like we're getting very close to the end. Like, not necessarily maybe the next quest is like the last one, but maybe like second last one or something like that. Very interesting. We got an Inquisition perk. Oh, you know we getting deft hands. Fine tools. Hell yeah, that's what we need.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Now let's check these reports. Judgment, the death of good Sir Ruth. We have a report from a dwarven runner that Warden Ruth was welcomed into a squad of the Legion of the Dead. Group descended into the deep roads and did not return. As is the tradition with the Legion, all were celebrated before they left. We've received a number of appreciations in Sir Ruth's name. Got some influence there. Arden Hightown. Commander, the Kirkwall guards don't particularly appreciate our being here, but they are not willing to turn us away, so I'll call that a small victory. None of the magistrate's neighbors saw anyone entering or leaving his estate the night of his death. There were no footprints and no signs of forced entry. Guards suspected a coterie hit. The knife found in the magistrate's back was very expensive, not a disposable weapon. Argent thinks this wasn't a professional kill. We're checking into the next origin now. Lieutenant Mallory. We got another operation from that. And the when is as crucial as the where and the how. There. Okay. And right here we got contact Hero for Eldon. You know we doing that. Sister Liliana, none of our agents have seen the Hero for Eldon, but our normal work led us to scattered references of her passing through the area. It will take a serious commitment of resources, but we could attempt to contact her. Sister Regine, at your command, I will attempt to make contact. Yes.
Inquisitor.
Get it done. Over here we got obtain amulet for Cole. And we were just talking to Cole and Solus about. Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or spirit, he remains vulnerable to divinatory binding magic. Amulet of the Unbound, used by Ravani Seers, is said to protect spirits from such magic. However, finding such an amulet in this part of the world will be difficult. I know a wealthy or Legion noble whose private collection includes jewelry in all over Thedas. I doubt he would miss one piece. Josephine says, my Ravani contacts say these amulets are held dear, but to protect spirits from the breach, they are willing to help us. Liliana's already doing something.
At your service.
Josephine on this one. Now, there was one for Sarah that I wanted to do. Italian for Sarah and Virgil. Commander, we have verified Sarah's claims about Virgil. Several displacements of refugees were deliberate in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. While there would be no direct gain for involving the Inquisition, increasing our presence could have unexpected results. In any case, it is a trivial matter to divert troops to march through the city. And Cullen's the only one who can do anything. A retinue of our best will make an impression.
Inquisitor.
Okay. So that's done. Got a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff here. I think since we got the left hands find tools, I'm going to go back to the fallow mire, and we're going to go grab that last memory back wall. Bring. What the hell? What did I do? What did I do? He's gone. No, he's legit gone. Is he gone for good? What? Oh no! What the? No! Yo, I'm freaking out here. No, like, tell me he's coming back, right? Just yes or no. Is he coming back? Did he leave for good? Learn how to batter through your enemy's defenses, doing more damage to their guard with every hit. Do that. No. I'm just like stunned right now. And you can move faster while firing. What else Solus. What's this here? Barriers draw on the magic of the fade to absorb more energy before depleting. Southern Veil. Weakened enemies have the damage they inflict reduced even further. Crippling Veil. Use stray magic around weakened enemies to increase the power of status effects on them. Let's do this one. Regardless if Blackwall's gone or not, we're finishing this quest. We're finishing this quest for him. Get out of here.
Must be something here. Let's look around.
About time. Let's get it. Hargrave Keep in 652 Storm. Ban Hargrave's knights helped drive Avar invaders from Ferelden's lowlands. When the king asked Hargrave to pursue the retreating tribes, she refused, demanding funds to build the keep. Caught between a fractured port, Hargrave's knights, and an impending famine, the king reluctantly granted her a large parcel of land to the south. After defeating the Avar, regrouping in the Boglands, the band built her castle. As the famine grew worse, the wisdom behind her choice of location became clear. Hargrave Keep ate well, dining on a steady supply of fish and game while the farmland starved. Hargrave's line died out fighting Orlesian invaders in the Blessed Age. Only the village at the base of the keep remains inhabited, as the keep has fallen into disrepair. Notable fortresses, castles, towers, and other edifices of interest in Ferelden by Henry Lamb. Of blue, hear the rain upon the leaves of the sky lies gray. Shred of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. There was a stir within his blood, and the dreams lay thick upon him. All did beat within his heart, no road was left before him. Here the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. See how the rain has washed away the tears that you were crying. Though the darkness calls me down, you know we all are dying. Hear the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. Shred of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. And so he came upon the place where so many tread before. One last look upon the world before he crossed that final door. Hear the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. Shred of blue would be denied, alas he could not stay. Birds reel across the endless sky, above a house upon the plain. In memory she sings to him of the time before the rain. Sweet Andraste, hear our song, for his road will be ours too. Before darkness claims our souls, let us see that shred of blue. Hear the rain upon the leaves, above the sky lies grey. A shred of blue would be denied, alas, not stay. Words to a song scrawled on spare paper, writer unknown.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Yeah, probably. To return any artifacts found at Blackwall. We can't complete this quest now, can we? We gotta return the manuscript of Frederick. We should just do that.
Of course, Duran's theory of high dragon behavior is absurd, but... Oh, yes? Did you need something?
Yeah, the manuscript is translated.
My people have translated that to Vinter manuscript.
Studies on dragon hunting patterns? Migrations? Ha! Duran's theory that dragons can't see the color blue is refuted. Now, I need to determine the appropriate spots so the lures can be planted. If you've observed anything, perhaps Gurn with the claw and burn marks of a dragon attack, I would be glad to hear of it.
We'll have to speak some other time.
Yeah, let's do this sharper white claws. The white claws won't be happy that the traps were destroyed. Senior raiders are likely to investigate providing a deal to take them out. Yeah, let's go do that. That's another quest for Richard. Truck destroyed. That. Oh, there's more than one. They're like all falling or something.
Well, that should get somebody's attention.
Oh, the white claws. Here they come. Turn to Frederick.
After more than 30 days, I have yet to observe the abyssal high dragon in... Oh. Yes? Can I assist you?
The raiders are no longer in the way.
I've made note of the appropriate spots in the wastes for you to place lures. Place this bait, and then... wait.
Commander.
It will be a momentous achievement in draconology.
Beat the
I'm off to plant the bait for the High Dragon.
I cannot wait to hear your observations. You must make note of how she circles the hunting area.
We'll have to speak some other time.
Dragon lures placed. Okay. Before I do that, I got a skill point. On a target's back or flank are much more likely to be killing blows. Essentially, it's just the same spots.
Boss, I want you to know, you're the best.
Thanks. Except we got a dragon coming in now, so you might want to take that back. This might go very badly.
Today is a good day. Today is a very good day. Looks like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Coming down, or? Oh, yes it is.
Look at that! That is
Hi.
magnificent!
How are you? That's not very nice, is it? It's ridiculous. Or I just need to like get different potions. Burning for you, Barrett. It's gonna be a note from me, dog. Should have known. I should have known. I should have known. Let me leave. I hope we can leave. That was really sad.
Today is a good day. Today is a very good day. Looks like dragon territory. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Can you fast travel somewhere else? Okay, well, that's interesting. We might come back to that later. Maybe not. I don't know. Dragons are always tough to go against. I'm good. I already know what you have. But yeah. Still kind of bummed about Blackwall. At this point, I'm not even sure if we can even finish that quest. That Blackwall companion quest. But it's still there, so I don't know if it's like he's gonna come back, or I don't know what the hell's going on with him. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this part of Dragon Age Inquisition. We got a lot done in terms of like talking to others, getting more operations done, and I'm really curious about that meet the hero or finding the hero for Elden operation. I'm really curious as how that one is going to play out. And we actually met Morrigan's son, which is still crazy to me. That's crazy. If you all enjoyed this one, make sure you smash that like button and leave any comments on anything you found interesting in this part, or anything I might have missed or I'm not getting right, because sometimes I forget things, or or, you know. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really helps a lot. We're getting close to that 200 mark on the channel, so I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.